Welcome back, students. Hope you all are fit and fine at your place. Students, as you know that nowadays we are studying Unit 4 Climate, in which already we have covered a topic from this unit, that is composition and structure of atmosphere. So students, climate is not only the atmosphere. There are many things which are creating a climate of an area. So students, in that series today we will see our chapter 9, that is the solar radiation, heat balance and temperature. So as you know that chapter is covering three major topics, that is solar radiation, heat balance and temperature. So what is the relation between these three activities, as the solar radiation, heat balance and the temperature? What is the relation behind these activities? So to know about this relation between these activities and what is the relation of these activities with the climate, how these are affecting to the climate, that we will see in our this chapter. And our today's chapter is solar radiation, heat balancing and the temperature. So students, as this chapter is having three major topics and each topic is containing different subtopics. So today first we will cover our first topic, that is solar radiation. So students, in this topic today we will see a few subtopics as the introduction of the chapter, in which we will see what is solar radiation, and in the next topic we will see what is the definition and theory behind the solar radiation, and in the third topic we will see the variability of insolation at the earth surface, in which we will see how the insolation process is affecting to our earth surface and what kind of energy is releasing through that activity. So let's start the chapter with our first topic, that is the introduction. Students, there is a fundamental process in the atmosphere which receives a amount of heat, and the heat which is received by different parts of earth, it is not same at all areas. Students, the earth receives its almost energy from the sun, but it never get so much hot or so much cold, because the earth surface is not same at every place, and it is in a sphere form, and it is little bit tilted around 23.5 degree over its axis, due to which the energy which is received by the earth, it is not affecting to the human life over the earth. The structure of our atmosphere, which is a composition of different type of gases, it is also protecting the life of our earth from the different type of harmful rays from the sun. Even the energy which is received by earth is also creating a temperature zone, which is the most responsible factor to create a climate in different part of earth. Students, as you know that earth is receiving energy or heat from the sun, so it is a thing which is creating a different temperature zone in our earth. There are many processes which took place to create an atmosphere and a climatic zone over our earth. So what are the climatic zones, and what is the entire process to create an atmosphere and a climate and weather of earth? To know about this entire process, let's know about our next topic, that is solar radiation. So students, let's see what is solar radiation. As you know that sun is the ultimate source of energy on the earth. The incoming radiation from the sun is called solar radiation. All bodies radiate energy in the form of waves. The hotter the body, more the intensity of radiation. These hotter objects emit radiations of shorter wavelengths. The energy from the sun is emitted in the form of electromagnetic waves, which travel outward in radial manner from the sun, almost straight path, and take 8 minutes 20 seconds to reach the earth's surface. After covering an average distance of 150 million kilometers between the sun and the earth. The electromagnetic radiation emitted from the sun consists of four distinct types of wave form, as the spectrum of the waves of shortest wavelengths, gamma rays, X-rays, and the ultraviolet rays. Number 2, the spectrum of visible light, and number 3, spectrum of infrared waves, and the number 4, that is spectrum of long waves like microwaves, radar waves, and radio waves. Students, the earth's surface receives most of its energy in form of short wavelength. Students, there are a lot of effects of the solar radiation, but there are many factors which are affecting to the bad effects of the solar radiation, as the seawater, the atmosphere, the weather, and the structure of our earth. That is also affecting the bad effects of the solar radiation. Students, there are many processes which are affecting to the climate of our earth's surface, but these are not affecting so much to the weather condition which are occurring daily. So in that series, now we will see one more process which is affecting to our earth's climate and the day-to-day weather, that is the insolation process. So now we will proceed to our next topic, that is the variability of insolation at the surface of the earth. Students, to know about the variability in the insolation process over the earth's surface, first we will know about the insolation process, that what is the insolation process and how it is working over the earth's surface. So let's see what is insolation. Students, the incoming solar energy which received by the earth, it is called insolation. The amount of insolation decreases from the equator to the poles. Therefore, places situated close to equator are hotter than places situated close to poles. The insolation is greatest when the sun is directly overhead, that is around noon. When the sun is lower in the sky, the same amount of solar energy is spread over a greater area of ground surface. So insolation is lower. So here we can say during the noon time the insolation process is in a higher level, and during the evening or morning time the insolation process in the lower level. Thus, the amount of insolation varies from place to place and from time to time. It also depends on the angles of the sun rays, how the sun rays are focusing on the earth's surface. Even the amount of insolation also varies with latitudes. As we move away from the equator towards the pole, the temperature decreases because of the variation in the angles of the sun rays. It is believed that the poles received about 40% of the total insolation received at the equator. So, there is less heat energy available here. So with the result at the polar areas that these areas are very cold. Students, even the transparency of our atmosphere, as you know that there are many types of weather phenomena are occurring in our atmosphere. So the transparency of our atmosphere, like a cloudy day or a precipitation, may affect to the insolation process. Students, if you will see in the given figure, it is showing the different zones as the equator, Tropic of Cancer, Tropic of Capricorn, North Pole and the South Pole. Students, each zone is having a different type of climatic condition, and even the rotation of the earth on its axis. This angle of inclination is also a term which can affect to the insolation, due to which the different type of climatic condition and weather changes may occur. Students, to better understand this condition, we can take example of equinox. What is equinox? Equinox is a condition when days are 12 hours long over the world, and it happens on 21st March and 23rd of December due to the rotation of the earth on its axis and the distance between the equator and the tropics. One more example is there, that is solstice. Solstices are two types, that winter solstice and the summer solstice. Student, solstice also a condition which occurs on 21st June and 21st December according to the winter and summer, due to which the length of a day can be decreased or increased according to the different places, as it has been shown to you in this picture. So students, there are many types of activities which are affecting to the climate. So we will know more about the insolation process and its effect on the atmosphere and the earth surface in our upcoming videos. So for that, keep watching SST June.